So, after screwing with my phone here for almost an hour, finally got the camera to work properly, and I'm gonna change my oil. I have some 5W30 here. It recommends 1030 for summer, 530 all year, so I just got the 530. So I got my truck up on the jack stands, and I covered up my plate here because I don't need you to see that. But first things first, we got to get the plug out, and I need a bucket. I forgot my bucket, so I'll be back in just a second. So I use used motor oil to heat treat tool steel. So I got a bucket here. I think it's a 2-gallon bucket. But anyways, should hold the rest of the oil. I got the 4-liter V6. Holds 4.7 liters. And that bucket is less than half full. 1 gallon is 3.78 liters, and I know my oil's a little bit low, so it should fit that no problem. And each one of these is 5 liters. I picked up one, and I picked up a second one a little bit later, not knowing how much oil I would need. But oil always comes in handy. And if I don't use it right away, I can always use it in my next oil change, because it doesn't go bad. Although a lot of the oil change places would like you to think that. So let me get my bucket underneath the truck, and we'll head in there and I'll show you what's going to happen. Alright, it's a little windy. Hopefully I can block this maybe. So I broke the bolt free with the ratchet, because I couldn't get it free with the wrench, the box wrench. I was going to use my adjustable, but I've had these plugs. I'll show you this. You can see, let me get the sunlight out a little bit. There's a plug there with a bolt end on it, right here. I've had them drop down before, so I decided against using the adjustable. Broke it free with the ratchet, and now I'm going to take it off the rest of the way with my box wrench. Actually, I might be able to do this with my fingers now. Let me just make sure I don't drop this in the oil. And I'm wearing gloves. I usually don't wear gloves when I'm doing work, but when you're working with oil, it will go everywhere, and it is gross. Let me get a little bit of a better angle on this here. I'm holding pressure up against it so it doesn't just drop. But here we go. That was so much better than the last time I did that. Alright, I'm just going to let this drain, and then I'll be back a little while to refill it. Alright, so we're just getting a couple drips every few seconds here. And that is alright by me. You can see the bucket, I'm sorry it's upside down, but the bucket's full up to there, so I had no problem with that. I grabbed a little coffee can here just in case, but I didn't even need it. So hopefully you can't see that at all, of course. That's close, maybe, sort of. So we screw this back in. Make it tight. Now, I didn't use my ratchet to pull it out because I didn't want the ratchet to get covered in oil. I'm going to put it back in with the ratchet simply because I want to put a lot of torque on it. And there's no chance that oil's gonna start pouring out. So it should be just fine. Okay. It's a little hard to put torque on stuff when you're on a creeper. All right, that's that for that. Now we head up to the engine bay. All right, so I got my little funnel here, and it comes with this extra piece on, but I'm not going to use that. Just threads on there, and it's got this slosh protector thing on it too, which is it comes in handy. It's very convenient. And I washed this out because it had been sitting around for a while, so there's a little bit of water on the top, but I blew out the insides and there's almost nothing there, just a couple drops right in the corner, and that should be fine. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this. You know what, I'm gonna go get my tripod and set it up for you. Alright, so like I showed you earlier, I need 4.7 liters. Got a 5-liter jug here. So I'm going to pour most of this in, and then I'm going to use my dipstick here. I've already pulled it out and cleaned it off to figure out how much oil I need or if I should stop. Let's do it this way. When you're pouring liquids out of bottles like this, never pour them straight on, because you'll end up with an air pocket back here, and it'll glurg. If you pour them sideways, or even better, if you can pour them backwards, you won't get that. You'll get a nice clean pour. Just a little bit more. You know what, I'm going to leave this out. Where am I at right now? Oh, I'm still way up here. I thought I was closer down to the bottom. Now, even though the manual says 4.7 liters, if I were to put this whole jug in, I don't think it would be a very big deal. Although, I'm sure people would argue with me on that. That's beautiful. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. If I move it around too much, you won't be able to see it. But let me try and get this in focus. There you go. You can see the crosshatch pattern there is what the level should be in between. And if I just tip this a little bit, you can see the reflection change. It's right at the full mark. And you can see that it doesn't show the marks on the back, but you can see the level on the back of it as well. So we're done. All right, this goes back on here. The clicking you heard there was just the ratchet effect of the thing there, so you don't over crank it and break it. There you go, that's the funnel when it's all assembled. Comes in really handy, especially the anti-spill feature there. If you happen to glug it in, it won't run up the other side and out. See if I can get myself into the shot here, and you guys have yourselves a good day.